Hello. Hey, Onyx. Hi, Guadalupe.
It's all about the coffee. Hi, everyone. It's Sherry. I hope that you are.
It's all about the coffee, apparently. Oh, my goodness. All right, it looks like... There we go. Whoo-wee. Okay. Hi, Mary Sharkey. All right, I got to turn my fan on. It is getting toasty. This week it's supposed to be in the 90s all week, so it's nice and toasty. Hi, Joey. Hi, Valerie. Hey, Sue. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, Troy. My stuff's all combobulated. All right, what do we got going on here? How was everybody's weekend? Nothing exciting here. Oh, well, shoot. Hi, Miss Edie. Thank you for spreading the blessings. Hi, Helen. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Trees. Hi, Sandra. All right, let's get this on. I noticed something that I missed here. Hi, Laveda. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. It is already 85 degrees. It's gonna get a lot hotter. But oh man. I'm already running around. Oh, Mary Sharkey, you changed your picture. Hi, Sybil. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate that so very much. That is one of the most helpful things you guys could do is sprinkle. Hi, Carol. How are you? All right. So I'm waiting to see if Debbie pops on here because she's asked me a question. Oh, you ask and you shall receive. There's Debbie right there. Hi, Debbie. I did change it. It was my birthday yesterday, so I decided to change my pick. Happy belated birthday. Did you have a nice birthday? Did you get taken to dinner or anything? Did you get spoiled? So, over the weekend, I think it was, Debbie was asking me about some large format papers and some suggestions on what I thought might look good together. And I told her that I would do some comparisons live because it's easier for me to talk it out and show her. And then, what is happening? And then let her, try to follow my train of thought a little bit. So she's going to be taking on sounds like maybe a furniture piece, a bigger project. So she was asking me for some suggestions on what I thought on some pairings of paper. So I'm going to start off by, I should have pulled the papers out of the holders. So I'm going to show her a couple of those papers and my thought process on what I think looks good together. Obviously, take it with a grain of salt because, I don't know, and I don't know everything, and obviously, what I think sometimes may not be, your taste or what have you. So, anyways, let's get my desk on the screen and then I'm going to talk that out. It's only going to take a few seconds and then I'll show you guys. I pulled out this really pretty, it's a silver tray. This one's fairly heavy and I bonded it already, put bonding primer on it. So we're going to do some pretty things to that. So let's get my desk on the screen, and then I'm going to talk this out with Debbie for just a few minutes. And you guys can also weigh in and give her some suggestions. I'm sure she wouldn't mind that. So, all right. Let me just get a little situated here and pull some things out because she had some questions and I wanted to show her some things. Hello, come on. I got this. This is why I can't stand this brace, because I feel like I cannot move my hands. Please tell me that I pulled. Please tell me that I pulled the hanger that has what I want on here. I thought it was all in the same pack. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, it is in the same pack. Okay. All right. So I believe what she's doing is, Debbie, I believe what you're doing, your main focus is going to, or you want it to be, the Sandrina paper, I think. And you had some questions about stained lace and then some questions about the cream damask. So this is why I wanted to talk it out with you, because sometimes it's hard to look at papers side by side when you're just looking on my website. So it's hard to tell what looks good and what will match. So if your main base is Sandrina, which is obviously popular and a beautiful, Terry asked your opinion because I value it, and I'm like, thanks, Debbie. I'll do my best. I'll try so hard. I'll do my best. So I believe your base is what you want is Sandrina. Sandrina is a classic. It's a beautiful paper. And you were thinking about possibly pairing, I think you said, is it a dresser, Debbie? I can't remember. Possibly pairing stained lace or cream damask. I personally wouldn't do either one of them. And I'll tell you why. Let's start this way. I personally wouldn't do stained lace because it's very, very busy. And the tones of browns are off just enough that it would bug me. But again, take it with a grain of salt, because if you like the way that looks, by all means, put them together. They're both beautiful papers. But in my opinion, I just think that this one is just a little too busy. And the color of this one is just off enough that it would bother me. Now, even though it's going to be on the sides, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a little too busy. So your other one was cream damask. Cream damask, I like cream damask, but now, contrary to stained lace, this one's a little light. So I would, if you wanted the cream damask, you could make it work, but I personally would be using like a lot of Umbra or antiquing gel to really kind of darken it up, if you will. But you could make it work. If you wanted to, you could make it work. It's just a little bit lighter. Another option is, if you see how I just put the cream damask over Sandrina, instead of putting white behind it, you might maybe put like a tan, not a dark tan, like hazelnut. You might put hazelnut underneath it and then lay down the cream damask, rather than how we usually do it and put white and then put the cream damask on, just because it's so light. But you could make it work if you wanted to. Personally, what I would do is something like this. So this one is called Spring Stripes. So, and you don't necessarily need to have it go, this way. It is in a landscape, but you could make it go in portrait. And I think that one would be really pretty, going on the sides. Or if you wanted to do, I actually pulled the wrong one. If you wanted to do like a Harlequin, there's several different Harlequins that would, actually, no, I didn't, because I think Sheila's is too black. So anyways, I take it back. I don't like this with it. You could make it work, but I don't like it. Another one that I really like is green brocade. Green brocade will pick up the greens in the leaves, and you also kind of have like a little bit of a damask background. But I really like either one of these to go with Sandrina. But again, you could make the cream damask work if you were set on the damask. But I really like either spring stripes or green brocade. In my humble opinion, you guys can weigh in, and I really think like that would be really pretty. Because you can play off of like, the tones that are coming from the leaves, and, I think it would be pretty on both sides. So this one's green brocade. This one is spring stripes. I can get, again, anything above an A3. So an A2, A1, or A0, I would need a special order, and it does take 4 to 6 weeks to get here. So in my humble opinion, if you guys can think of anything else that you guys think might look good, let me know, because I can pull it and do a little comparison. But those are my 2 cents. I love green brocade too. I just think the tones are very, so if I hold it up, I don't know if you could see, because there's damask back there. So very hint. Hi, Miss Kathy. Very hint, subtle, damask, but it is there. So, but I think this one's beautiful. So, there you go. There's also, I remember, I don't know, just for kicks and giggles, because I wasn't thinking about this one, but since it's sitting out here, I mean, that wouldn't be horrible with it either. But again, it's a lot. So, I don't know. Hi, Lucy. You guys agree with the green brocade? Yeah, I think green brocade would be beautiful, especially on a bigger piece like that. All right, let me really quickly, because the fan is blowing like crazy. So let me put these back in the little hanger here, because the fan's going to take it away. Yes, green brocade. Okay, I'm thinking flower on the front, green on side panels, and spring stripes on the side drawer. Oh, that would be pretty. Hey, Chris Hunter. Oh, I got to send you your thumbnail, Chris Hunter. Hi, Sandy Hinkleman. Okay, you guys, so let's bring out this Mama Jamma. So tomorrow, Linda from Circle Heart Creations is going to be on, and then Thursday is going to be our my evening date with Miss Chris Hunter. I don't know what she has in store. I totally forgot until I was doing the thumbnail today to put up a poll. So I will put up a poll for you guys to give us some suggestions for challenges, and then we could do it for 2 weeks from now, because I've totally forgotten. I was like, oh, I was supposed to do a poll. Everybody agrees. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Debbie. Anytime. You guys know, anytime, I'll always put them together for you. It was just easier for me to talk it out than to try to type all of that. So I was like, All right. So again, very heavy. I love this little tray. Those look like little bees to me. I don't know why I'm telling you guys. I can't do it, you guys. I try my best. I try so hard. I just can't. So on here, I want to put something just in this little spot here. I'm thinking maybe some stripes, some blings. I don't know. Something. So let's pull this out. I watched your Kathy and Chris went to Shabby Tree event. Whoa. You guys, look at what I made. Forgive me, I was testing my rice paper, but look what I made. Isn't that pretty? I'm thinking I'm going to use that on a special project in a class. So it'll be a special paper that nobody else has for our class. Okay, what did I just do with this? Oh, this is Timeless Charm. This is the Decoupage Fiber Timeless Charm. So what I'm thinking is I just want it to go just in that little rectangle down there. Hey, Chris, how are you? You love what? You love this one or you love the paper I made? I was testing my rice paper because that's what I'm trying to find is some good rice paper to print on. So what I wanted to test is doing the, wetting it and seeing how it ripped. What I did like about it is this one doesn't have very many fibers, but I don't like the sound of it. It sounds like copy paper. Even though it's rice paper, I just don't, I don't know. It doesn't, so I gotta find something. I gotta. Thank you. Hi, Charmaine. We are doing good. I'm here with Kathy. I go home tomorrow. We're getting ready to hit. Oh, with Shelly Belly. Hi, Kathy and Shelly Belly. Okay, so. Oh, look, if I did that, I barely get any of the script at all. I do want the flowers on there, so. Oh, but there's some little white. All right, I'm trying to figure out the best place to take this because I want some of the buds in there. Obvi. I mean, that's why we're using this one. So we get a couple of the white, a couple of the pink, and some of the red. I guess that works okay. Or what happens if I take and put that at the bottom? What happens? Oh, I kind of like that. Then it looks like that one's coming off out of the bottom. I don't know. Should we do that or should I take more of the flowers? It shouldn't be that hard, Terry. Like, really? I'll just do it there. Okay. I am going to take my little score tool. Hi, Tanya. Charmaine, how are you? I was thinking about you the other day. I don't know if I seen you post something or something, but I was wondering how you were doing. All right. Excited to see what Chris and Miss Linda have in store for us. All right. So I love my my Cricut score I use it on rice paper to break down those fibers, so that I could rip them easy enough. However, what I'm noticing is it's actually breaking the threads of the fabric paper as well. Did I get this side good? Interesting. I don't think I've ever used it on here before. That's cool. All right. Let's take... Hi, Steph. How are you? Hi, Kim. Good to see you. Hi, Mary. How are you? Alrighty. Now I'm not going to be able to see it because of... Uncle Nick is standing right there looking at Troy, harassing me. Hold on. I think I'm going to... I don't trust myself, you guys. Hold on. Oh. He's like, man, aren't you supposed to be asleep, Uncle? This is my time that I mess with Mom. The heck? So it really did do a good job. I don't trust myself as what's wrong, but it did a good job of ripping it. I'm just afraid to pull it like I normally do on rice paper, so I just need to make a decision and go with it. All this time I thought Uncle Nick was your brother. No, the boys call Nick Uncle Nick. It was always a no-no growing up to call an adult by their first name. So they don't call him Nick. They call him Uncle. The thing is, I have to round this corner, though, because I'll just cut it when it's in there. Yeah, we weren't allowed to call adults by their first name. So my boys are the same. It's either Miss or Mr. or Auntie and Uncle. I knew Nick for quite a few years prior to actually dating him. So that's why. I made this a lot more difficult than I needed to, just so y'all know. I was just afraid if I ripped the fibers that it was going to, or because they're not fibers, right? I just was afraid if I pulled that it would be really wacky. That's called respect. My two were raised the same way. Yes, sir. No, sir. Open doors for older peeps. Never interrupt a conversation. Absolutely. How long have you and Nick? $7 years, I think. Babe, how long have we been together? What? 7? Did you hear him? Yeah, that'll work. Before COVID, right? I mean, way before COVID. So, okay. So if you guys can see they're rounded in there. So I will just take my blade and round that off. My cousins always call me aunt out of respect. I get, yeah, they're just not, it doesn't, I'm good. Hope you're well. I've been busy to catch up. No problem. I know we get, I know folks, we get busy. Yeah, there's not, and it's funny because if Trevor will do this, obviously Troy can't, but so this is the soft gloss gel, same as like the 3D gel. But if he doesn't know their name, he will be very careful with how he's talking to them until he finds out what their name is, and then he'll say, Miss so-and-so, or other than that, he kind of just does what I do, and everybody just ends up being auntie or uncle. I still do it. I'm going to be 52. Well, you guys, there are just quite a few people that I still on here. I will say Miss Linda or Miss Kathy, or it's just, yeah. If you wanted a quick, fast, in a hurry whooping, you called an adult by the first name. I will gladly say I never made that mistake. No, we don't know. I don't remember. Oh my gosh. Hi, Andrew. It is silver, and it is a nice. You guys, look, and I'm all excited. I didn't even paint it. It's silver, and it's a nice heavy one. I got all excited about the daggone. Now look, it is bonded. Do you have to paint it? You don't, but I prefer to at least the bottom here, and then we can figure out the colors up on the around it. But I really feel, I don't know, they can almost be angels or like little bees. I don't know. This is why it takes me so long to do anything, because I get distracted and excited and do all the things that I shouldn't be doing. You're 15 years behind me. You're 15 years behind me. You could be my babysitter. Who? Hi, Sharon. Sharon, did you get your goodies yet? When I pulled this tray, I thought of the tray that you got with the beautiful girl. You guys remember the tray with the girl? That Sharon got that in the auction. Andrew, we're going to be nice today, right? So I'm not going to paint up here. No reason for me to paint 7,000 layers of, paint up there. We'll decide what color we're going to put up there. But I thought it would be pretty to do like some stripes and then paint these as either bees or angels. I don't know. We'll see. There he is. He's back. Uncle Nick went upstairs. I know, Papas. I know. You see how he's quiet? Trying to be sneaky. I know, Bobs. We need to figure something out, Troy, because I really do need to make an Amazon order, but I didn't want to order last night because I was looking, I was looking for your phones and can't find one to get you that you don't already have. Okay, let's dry this. Terry is 10 years behind me. My 50s were horrible. Lots of changes, some good, most bad. I'm happier to survive this. Aww, I'm 20 years older than you. Ouch. What am I doing now, Andrew? I'm just painting so we could put this on here. We're gonna put this fabric on here. Okay. Oh, so Debbie, if you do want to order those bigger sizes, just send me an email off of the, just reply to the emails that we've been sending to each other, and just let me know if you wanted the A1, A0, and then what sizes you want for the sides. Man. All right. I'm just going to do one more because I want it to be very bright through that paper. And then we will get it on there. All right. Well, kind of another layer. It was just more so in the middle. In the middle. All righty, then. Let's dry this and then let's do what I was doing. You're also 20 years older than Terry, but mine. I know, Andrew. I appreciate that. What is the name of your heat tool and do you like it? Hi, Cecile. I love it. And it is a Q-Part. It's in my Amazon store. You could do exclamation Amazon. Did it say sister or sitter? Oh my God, it does say baby sister. Look, I said I have amazing hearing and I cannot see. I'm so sorry. I'll be your baby sister. I'll be your babysitter too at this point. Good Lord have mercy. Mary Sharkey's like, girl, what in the heavens? Look it, you guys. Foil. What? Okay, so I'm going to just place this on here. Again, I do realize that we're going to need to cut those corners, and I should have made it a little bit bigger, which I usually do. I think I did. Yes. So once it's all dried and good, I will go around it and cut off the excess. What is happening here? Okay. Jeez. I try so hard, Mary. I try so hard. Is that the right way? I mean, they're reversible, but, you know, I don't want the script to be backwards. Okay. So the 3D gloss gel, the soft gloss gel, transparent. I don't sell the soft gloss and matte. These are all great because I know some of you guys wanted the bigger size, but the big size of the 3D gloss gel has been sold out. So you can either just get the tubes or the soft gloss gel is amazing too. All right, where's my... So again, it's going to be a little bit big, but y'all, this stuff is gonna drive me nuts. Hold on a minute. Who knew it would be so hard to get it in the center of a rectangle? Holy cannoli. My nose is ridiculous. I'm going to be careful. I want to be able to get off the corners once I cut it. So all right. Hi, Sandy Cooper. Alrighty, Heidi. Okay. Now that's pretty. That's so pretty. Look at that. Okay. Now, as always, I do not put the soft gloss gel on the top. I only use it to adhere it. Hello. So sticky. Yes, I am, Cecile. Hi, Laura Brown. I will definitely be resining the tray. I always just feel like it's best to resin the trays. Usually all trays, unless it's something that I think is specifically like going to be like a decorative, like hanging piece. Just because like this, you know, like a trinket tray, if you will, you don't want, you know, it to get the hands, you know, to mess up the paper or what have you. All right, so I will tell you guys, or remind you guys, whenever you are sealing the top, you know, sealing over fabric paper, you want to make sure you're putting a nice thin layer. Your first coat to be a thin layer, because if you overwork that paper, the fabric tissue, it balls up and gets kind of strange. You will not like it. But after that's, you know, that first thin coat, then you're good to go. Then you can do a couple more after that and it's fine. I'm very quiet, Terry. Oh, no problem. You emailed me today? Okay. I'm thinking of painting this that very soft pink that I like, you guys. The vintage, the country, is it country rose? I think it is. I'm going to be careful because I have zero patience. Get the corners out. Okay, so now this is actually a little high. I intentionally didn't put very much of the 3D gel in the corners. So that way I can make sure that they're not, that it's not sticking down. Now it's high up here as well. So I watched a redesign creator use the fabric tissue on a chair. Oh my gosh, you guys. And she made a comment that she was just using regular acrylic paint on the chair, but she adds fabric softener to her paint. One thing I wish she would have done is showed the ratio when she was mixing the paint and the fabric softener. I so want to try, because, you know, my thought is if you're going to paint fabric, obviously, well, not obviously, but I would think that it's going to get like all hard and crunchy. But putting fabric softener in it could be genius. Yes, the pouring glaze, you could put pouring glaze in here as well. Obviously pouring glaze is not food safe. So if you wanted it to be food safe, you know, I would put in the epoxy that I use, the Aluminite or food safe one. Hold on, y'all. All right, so why is it that when your nose runs and then you go to blow your nose, but there's nothing there? You're not blowing out anything there. Like, what is the method to that madness? What's running? I'm just trying to, there's just a little bit on the edge here. I'm sure it would cover with paint, but I'm already invested in getting this out, so. Okay. Let's get this last little corner. And then I will make sure the corners are down. It's the only dangerous thing about not putting the corners down, then you pull. But it's not like rice papers in the fact that it's not going to tear it like it usually would. Oh, that one I could just actually, okay. All right, and then let's put some of the gouache. Actually, I'm gonna just use, oh, do I not have a squeezy one? What happened? What are you saying? And you could add a little water to thin the paint. Yeah, no, I know you could do that. I do that often, adding the water. But I have never, because I'll be honest, I've seen people, put the paint on the fabric, and even through the camera, you can see that it looks crunchy. You can see the fabric, the texture of it has changed, and it looks a little crunchy, which I guess if it was just a decorative chair and not meant to actually, be sat in daily, that would be fine. But hearing her say that, I was like, whoa, that you could do so. All of these fabric tissues that come with the huge, the Double Delights that come with the huge paper. How fun would that to have a chair? Like you could totally, if you had office furniture, do your office and decoupage it, and oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm not going to overwork it because I don't want it to ball up. So we're just going to put on that first layer. Then I'm going to grab out that Country Rose. So it's a Barely There pink. It's the pink that I always tell you guys I absolutely love. We'll do another layer of this after this dries. On camera, I don't even know if it looks pink to you guys because it's barely there. But I think it would be pretty. And I'm actually wondering if I should pink it up a little bit more. I don't know. Let's put it down and see. 2 parts paint, 1 part softener. Hi, Karen. Hi, Mickey. Have you tried it? She uses 1-to-1 ratio in her base coat. Hi, Bev. What do you mean? 1-to-1 ratio. Deb puts fabric softener in her paint. I've watched her paint chairs before. I've never realized she's done that. That's very cool. I've just never paid it. I guess I've never paid attention to Deb putting fabric softener in her paint. I've just never thought about doing that. Okay, let me show you this and see if we want to. Again, I did bond this already so that our paint would stick. It's been sitting for 24 hours. So it's a Barely There pink. I'm wondering if And that's just going to be the base layer. We're obviously going to do a lot to this. She did it on a jean jacket. Okay. Yeah, see now, on jackets and stuff like that, I will use fabric paint. I have fabric paint. Do you guys like the ballet slipper, or do you guys think we should just continue with the... This brush is not doing it for me. Continue with the Country Rose. I'm almost thinking stay with the Country Rose because I'm going to be putting antiquing pastes and waxes and everything else. Hi, Charlotte. But I don't know. I hate this lag because it takes so long for an answer, and I don't want it to dry if I'm taking it off. Country Rose. Okay. Oh, Mary. I just seen Mary say ballet slipper. All right. I'm going to pick this up. I wet it because I didn't know what color we were going with, and I didn't want it to stick like that if I was going to change it. So which means the entire tray will be Country Rose because I will also paint. I did do the bonding primer on the bottom as well. It's really weird. I'm getting a strange little resist right there. So we'll put a slight layer on right there, and then we'll keep going and see what it does. And then I want to put a trim around the bottom here. So if you get a place like that that has a resist like that, it's more than likely, even though I wiped off the glue, glue has probably gotten on there. So if you have a resist that's happening right there or in an area, just dry it, and then you can put down either more bonding primer, which is fine because you've already got a layer of bonding primer down. You're not using it for like the 24 hours, to make it adhere. Or if you have acrylic primer, you could put it on there. Just on that area that has that little resist. And more than likely, like I said, it's probably because there's glue there that I wiped off, so it's got a tiny issue with adhering. Okay. let's dry this layer and then see if that's enough for it to catch. And then if not, we'll put some primer on there. Hi, Barbara Ross. Yeah, it does. With that here. I don't think you guys can see it on camera, but there's a resist right there. Because it'll be pretty to put like that trim that I use, or maybe even the pearl trim. Ooh, maybe the pearls would be pretty down there. All right, let's see if, because we did that, if it will catch now or if we need to put some primer down. And it looks like it's fine. All right, it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to spritz it a little bit because you guys know I don't like brush marks. It drives me nuts. Hello. Okay. So pretty. And on the back side here, it's got really pretty, like a decorative on the outside too. All right, let's get in these little crevices here. I'll paint the outside. Probably later. I don't, you guys know, I'm always scooting it back and forth on my desk, it ruins the paint on the bottom, so I just tend not to paint the bottoms until after. Okay? Looks like we just totally missed this spot right here. Okay, covered fine. I don't know. It was weird. Okay. Hi, Becca. I'm just going to put another coat since I got to dry it all anyways. And again, once you get that first layer on, then you don't have to worry about overworking. And it balling up. It's just that one, that top one. All right, let's dry it all. And then we'll pull out. Actually thinking, am I gonna have to paint that? Where are all these little... The Bear, the one that I always use. It's the Bear, the water-based polyurethane. Whoops. I know, Bubs. I know. Okay, hold on a minute. I see some things. Right there. Not too worried about that not being painted because I'm thinking about painting it. I'll show you guys. Get that one. I can see a little bit of... Hold on. Don't hit my arm, baby. I don't know if I'm going crazy or if I actually do see. Dang it. Open it. Open it. Okay, don't cut Mama. Okay, close. Open. Close. Open. Close. Open. Good job. There you go, Ben. You had to grab the biggest pair, huh? The no messing around pair. There you go, Ben. Am I seeing things or... I don't think I'm seeing things. Alright, that definitely is messing around with that little whatever it was on there. Okay. Had like a weird look to, like it was covered, but then it wasn't really covered. It was weird. Okay. On the top side here, hold on. Okay. Maybe the color it looked different in my head. Hold on. I'm thinking about putting that around the top. My apprentice, hi Debbie Harry, my apprentice is a big help. Hi Tracy. How are you? I can't see Mary's comment. It's dark. Why? Anxious to get my clay from you. I'm painting in table you want to make clay molds to put behind the drawer pulls. That'd be fun. No, I gotta do something with this hair. What did you use on the... What did you use on two of the paper? Sorry, I missed it. What did you use on two of the paper? What did I use on top of the paper, or what paper did I use, Charmaine? Okay, hold on, you guys. Let's play with this. If I don't like it, I'll paint over it. But what do you guys think of that? Busy time of the year. On top. Sorry, no glass. It's the Bear polyurethane gloss. I know, spell check is getting you today. Do you guys like that? I'm gonna have to get a really tiny brush too. Then I'm thinking the whole outside is going to be this green color then, because that's going to be weird to paint it. So I'm just going to go quickly around it, and then I'm going to have to get a tighter brush too. But let's get it on to see what we think. That's different. A lime green with pink. Just don't do it, Terry. Just get the right brush. Just use this. Whoa. Then would you highlight the green with gold? I don't know yet. No, I wouldn't. I don't know. No, I wouldn't do that. Highlight the green with gold? No. I don't know. Probably not. We'll see. We need to get it all on there and see what it be looking like. Trying to tell myself to be patient. Just get the bulk of it on with this brush and be patient till I grab the other brush. But y'all know already. So impatient. Oh God, see? Yeah, the whole outside of this is going to have to be green, which is pretty cool. I don't think I've ever done a tray. Is this the apple? Oh, it's called Golden Touch. Okay, I don't want to paint the little bee angel looking things at all. Because I have something in mind for them. Hi, Natasha. Hey, Kay. How are ya? Oh, you guys, I talked to Shelly Belly the other day, and she said I could send all of my boxes to her for my retreat, for my class. This all the, how I was having a heart attack, and I was sending her pictures. I was like, 2 of these boxes, and I was pointing. And I'm like, 1 of that box. So I feel better about that because I was kind of nervous about it, to be honest. I mean, I'm sure I could have sent it to the event, but I don't know. It just makes me feel better that it's going to be with Shelly. I can send it, early and insure the boxes. And if for some reason something happens, like I'll have enough time to, figure out if I need to get more, send more, you know what I'm saying? But at least I know it's going to get there okay. I know where they're going to be, who it's with. I don't have to try to explain it to anybody. All right, let's not put that. Okay, I'm going to get a tighter brush and then let's get around. Why, Kay? What happened to your power? The green makes it pop. I have my glasses on now. It makes a big... Why don't you have power? All right, so I've got a brush now that is not going to splay open when I press down. All right, let's not. I'm going to need another brush because I don't want to paint those at all with the green. I want to get... Okay. What the heezy weezy? Hold on. There we go. Oh no. Okay. What the heck? Have you heard an ETA on when you will get power? Do you have a generator? Dang. Even here last week, when was the car supposed to be detailed? Thursday? So yeah, Thursday and Friday, it ended up both days it rained. And then now, like I said, this week it says it's supposed to be 90s. So Okay, I don't want to get that at all. No, I'm allergic to the live itself. Okay? I have to be. Hi, Sarah. I am in California. Are you? Do we have another? I'm in NorCal. I'm in the Central Valley. We've got I'm excited that there's more and more of you guys actually in my area. Golly, like 5 years ago, there's nobody over here. Not at least nobody that was watching me at that time. But now it seems that I'm finding more folks. The closest that they would get is like Southern California, which is still very far. Just as bad as like driving to Nevada. Okay. Oh, you're in New Jersey. Okay. They are working on it, but no. To see if 5 of my grandchildren pass to the next grade, I am so proud to say. I'm waiting to hear if the last one passed. No way, Jose. Why? No, you cannot have my transfers. Why? It's the only thing about having a little No, bud. Troy, put it back. Especially not that one, please. ¿Por qué? Why? What are you doing? What do you want to do, bud? Huh? What do you want to do? I know. Tell Mom, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to... You want to draw? You want to... What? Oh, that's not has anything to do with drawing. No. That has nothing to do with drawing. I thought you wanted to be Troy. Stop. I know, son. I know, bud. I know. Trust me. I know. They know. Everybody knows. We all know. Onyx knows. Jax knows. We all know. Almost, you guys. We just have this one little short side right here. New Jersey. I've never been. Never been to New Jersey. I want to go. I don't know. Before I wanted to like visit like, you know, New York and different, you know, different states, and now I don't really have that desire as much. I mean, obviously you guys know I don't like going out into the wild, but like vacation wise, like I don't know. At one point Trevor really wanted to go visit New York. And he wanted to go to Hawaii, which I wouldn't mind going to Hawaii, going back to Hawaii. I haven't been back to Hawaii since I was like in high school, I think. It's been many years. I haven't gone. I'm going to say, did I get like willy-nilly? Or did I just not go down low because of, or did I not intend to get this low and I went below the line at some point? Interesting. All right. I thought the short side was all we had to do, but now this is really it. And then I might need to probably go around and do some touch up with a liner brush, but I'll do that off camera with busy work. You guys don't need to see all of that craziness. I know I didn't paint around these things at first, but okay, it's upside down. Ooh, I like it. Thanks, Joanne. I live at the. Do you really live at the Jersey Shore? Fun. Okay. Again, all of the bottom and everything, the sides, everything will be painted. I'm just coming around the tops of it just to make sure. Okay. And then, like I said, I will go because I need to, like, I can see, you guys know I'm not about the wobbly life. So I'm going to have to go in and probably tighten up that line in places because I can already see there's places that are driving me nuts. But I will not torture you all by making you guys watch me tighten that line up. Okay. I probably should have. You spent July. You spent July. Oh, yes. He used to say that he wanted to go. I am doubting that I'm going to be able to get this open. I've been so sick so much. So I got a house. I got a house cleaner and terrible flu going around. Oh, no. Oh, I actually got it open. Oh, hallelujah. Okay, let's get an itty bitty. Itsy bitsy. Oh, you need to go in the water. An itsy bitty tiny winny. Brusha. Not that small. Not that small. Kind of small. Maybe. You guys are the same size. Okay. And then while I'm over there. See, I think this would be really pretty in there. Oh yeah. Because the pearls are just pretty. And then this will serve as my, what is that? This will serve as my like resin wall for when I'm pouring my epoxy in there. Come on, little guy. Are you attached or are you not attached? Oh, you're not attached. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's going to be pretty. That's going to be so pretty. So very pretty. That was really wet. Do I want to do this yet or no? Wait, probably not. See, getting too excited. Hold, please. We got to dry this. I was just more, I didn't think I was going to get that open. Typically, I can't get the gold leaf open. Okay, hold on. We need to dry this. Does he really, Debbie? How sweet. Golden touch. Metallic golden touch. Thank you, Sarah. Ooh, my pencil's falling out of my hair. I'm gonna put it back. Okay, so usually I will not varnish before I do like any antiquing paste or whatever, because I don't care if I actually like when it sticks, but I don't want the pink to darken like I usually would. So I am going to put varnish on it first, which will then give us more control over the antiquing paste. So okay, let's go. Because I want some depth in all of the top part here, but I don't want it to darken up the pink so much. I can't say that I've ever done a green with a light pink. All right, I think I've got it all on there. So now let's kind of make sure it's all out of all of the crevices. I don't know. I hear you. You got to come over here. Hi, Jeannie. At a probably the Hope Chest, more than likely. Hope Chest or the Salvation Army. It was a thrift store, but it's a heavier one. It's really nice. Okay, make sure that it's not in all of those, so it won't take forever to dry. Okay, let's dry this and then we'll get the antiquing paste and get some depth in there. Very retro, yeah. I know. I mean, obviously, you know, the pink and the green are on the paper, but to actually put it together, it worked out because like I said, I doubt that I've ever done a lime green and a baby pink together. All right, let's make sure this is all dry so that way when I'm putting the antiquing paste in, it doesn't mix with it. And then we'll put the pearls in there. What time is it? Oh, we're good. That's another thing I really love about the top coat. It's fast drying and it's so glossy and beautiful. And then, like I said, when I get off of here, I'll paint all of the back and bottom. Okay, let's get a... I need the shop towel. All right, we're going to start off, as usual, with the Umbra first. Ooh. As usual, I always work it into my bristles first. And then I don't want that glob on there, so... So I really want it to sink in to all of the detail that's up here on this top edge. And this is where I was talking about the pink. I didn't want it to really darken up the pink so much. Oh, you guys, I have to go get some of the towels that I like from the Dollar Tree because this is just giving me the heebie-jeebies even holding it. Ugh, I hate these microfiber towels. And then I do want it to stay here. So I don't know. Well, you guys should be able to. Oni. Bree, thank you so much for that. Oh my gosh. For the super chat. You're so very welcome. Good Lord. It always scares me because it comes across bright red. I'm like, oh, what did I do? What did I do? I know. He did go on a sightseeing tour with your package. It's so crazy. It's never done that to you. For you, it's always gotten to you in like lightning speed. So that was really weird. But I'm glad it got to you. And thank you so very much, Bree. You didn't have to do that. I told you. All right. So again, I'm just going to wipe it back. And I do want it to stay up underneath there. But again, you're going to have a lot of control of wiping it back because of the varnish. Hi, Debbie. Just buy yourself and Troy something. And we will. Thank you so much. So I don't know if you guys can see this side compared to that side, how big of a difference it makes. And I know some people don't like that. They like it more like clean and fresh, which I get. So I know some, don't like doing this, but to me, it just makes a world of difference. I didn't put that top on there very well. And again, if you haven't liked the outcome that you've gotten before, try varnishing first. So that way you have more control over what you're wiping back. And also, if a little too much sticks, even after you varnish and you're like, wait, that's still too much for my liking, just take some transparent wax and it'll come right off. But I will tell you, had I not varnished the pink, it would have really tinted that pink color. Which sometimes, well, actually, 90% of the times I prefer it. But, this time, I think because of the green, I didn't want it to change that kind of baby pink. Thank you. Okay, just going to. I hate this towel. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Oh, you know what I need to do is get more of Trev's old shirts and cut them up. I know he has tons of them since he switches them out every 3 months. You know, if I could chop my nose off, it would be really great. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Thank you, Miss Kathy. Thank you, Debbie. Okay, and then I think we just need a little bit right here. And then look at it again, and if we need to put more somewhere or less, do that. To tell you, there's a weird little something happened right there. Or not something happened, but the paste is sticking weird right there. So I'll grab some wax and get it out. Oh, I like it so much. Okay, are you going to come out with me rubbing ya or no? No. Okay. So let's just take a little bit. There we go. All gone. Cool. Okay. Now, is there enough everywhere? I might go back. Let's go this way on this one. I could tell I only went one way because there's only shadowing on one side. Might help if you go both sides, so you go back and forth. Oops, sorry guys. Well, I only hit you once today. Usually I smack you guys a few times. Okay. I like it. I like it. Yeah, the heat. I'm trying not to think about it as I'm doing it, but I hate those towels. Hate them. Okay. I was gonna use the gold, but there's enough gold. The green color is called Golden Touch, so I can see the gold reflect coming. So I'm gonna hold off on the antiquing paste in gold for just a second. Now, before we put the trim in there, I know I'm opening and closing that. It's because I kind of want to stir it, but I don't. Oh, here. I have a little spoon. I have a little spoon. See how it's. Don't use your liquid gold. Make sure you stir it up. See how it's all clumpy down there? So all the goodness needs to be mixed. Okay. Yeah, it's not though. Okay. And I think it'll be cool with it all being green, because then when you kind of see it from, the sides, you're like, hey, what is that? All right, let's take. Maybe I want the itty bitty one. I'll see. My eye keeps twitching. I'm gonna get this. I don't even know if you could see that there's actually brush hairs at the bottom, back into that. Ta-da! See, it looks like I don't know, you can call it whatever you want to call it. All right. My eye keeps twitching. That's why I have to stop moving, because it's literally going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All right, let's try this again. Good cuggly muggly. We only have 70 more of these to go. Hold on, son. I like it. I like it. I need to get off the ickies. Hi, Joanne. Hey. The only thing with these little brushes, they don't hold very much paint on them. Okay. Only 7 more to go. Kidding. Just 2. Oh, 3. Oh, Lord. Can't have any goopies. Is that wing shorter? It sure is. Or not shorter, I just didn't paint anything on there. Thank you. Last one. Good Lord. Oh, this one isn't as defined as all of the other ones. Of course. The little body here doesn't have, not as raised as the other ones. Well, we'll pretend it is. I like it. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. And then, well, besides me having to paint around the whole outside of it, this will need to go in there. And I put my diamond glaze in a Sugar Bell bottle because the other bottle kept getting stuck. The little bitty ones. So I don't know. I might regret it because it might come out too fast, but we will see. Thank you. Okay, so I don't know where I want to start this at. So that's the top. Let's turn it this way. Let's see. Whoop. Yep, it's going to come out too fast with this one too. So I had wondered if it would, and it is, which is fine. I still will leave it in there. I have the other one. That might be why I have so many, or why Laurel sent me one that has so many extra little bottles, because the little spouts plug up. So I'll just use it as a paint, which worked fine the last time when I used it this way too. Except I picked a brush that has a funny handle shape. So it doesn't fit in there very well. So I'm just going around a bit of an area because then it tacks up, and once it sticks, it's good. So let's get some. Oh no! You see that? A pearl fell out. Oh, I see another one. So I guess we're doing these in sections. It's not a big deal, but I see foil on there. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. I'm going to hold it here. Hold it there. Let it round there. And then let's make sure there's no, oops, wrong one. No wobblies. We don't like the wobbly life. And there, why is this wanting to wobble? Wobble, wobble. Okay. I know. Doggone foil in places that we don't want it to be. All right, I'm gonna put it down the entire side here, and then I have to find the extra bottles because I have a ton of these. The little bottles Laurel sent when she sent me with the diamond glaze. She sent me bunch of these extra little bottles. Come on, son. I gotta go pretty soon. Or actually, I should go now, but I'm almost done. Just put it down there. It's fine. Okay, and then let's... Okay. And then they have to turn. There we go. And once it tacks too, it's easier to stop it or make sure it's in a straight line and not wobbling. Because when it's not tacky yet, I can still push it fairly easy. And when I'm trying to straighten it out, sometimes it make it more wobbly. Okay. Is there any missing out of here? No, but that pearl is looking kind of weird. Okay. What? Hmm? What? I know. You always have it. I still don't understand how you found that website, but you always have it on there. Wanting a new phone and a new tablet. Okay, Mom's almost done. Stop. Stop. Mom's almost done. I'm just going to put the bling right here, and then it's good. Okay. Let's put it. Troy. Where it belongs, and then hold it there. Let's see. I cut it a little bit longer, of course, because, you know, every time I don't cut it longer, then I don't have enough, so. All right. Let's put, of course it would turn, because why wouldn't it? Squeeze that in there, and then make sure there's no wobbly wobblies. Which actually looks okay. I like it. Oh no, I see some wobbles. All right, I'll fix it. Hey, what happened? Okay, so That's our little tray. I see some wobbles. There's some wobbles over, oh, wrong side. There's some wobbles over here. So I'm going to need to fix that. But, again, I think this was Timeless Charm. I'm pretty sure the fabric paper was Timeless Charm. And then there's still a bunch of that left. What I will do later on, once I get back from picking up Trevor, is just paint the back of this, that green, the Golden Touch color. And then, you guys know I can't take it if it's crooked. It'll drive me nuts. And then I will take pictures of it and show you guys. Oh my God, am I making it worse? Anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you back here tomorrow. Same time. Hi, Bernice. Thank you, Nancy. Same place. Anyways. Oh, now you guys can really tell the pink, though. But it looks a lot pinker here. It's very light, actually, but it looks really pink on screen. Anyways, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you back here tomorrow. I don't usually finish things in one day, so that's weird. We'll have to figure out what we're doing tomorrow. So, talk to you later. As usual, chaos. Bye.